conversation. A&B conversation. Everyday motivation.
Yes, like
Hi.
the A&B conversation.
This is the A&B
Hi.
conversation. I am A. I'm Amber.
I'm B. I'm Brittany.
And yeah, welcome back for the second time. But you don't know it's your second time.
Welcome back to the pilot.
You don't know. But yeah, this is our second go around here.
Yeah, we had a dress rehearsal, apparently.
We had a dress rehearsal. Yes, that's a perfect way of putting it.
Yeah,
Literally, we got dressed.
Literally.
Flew to New
we
York.
tried to shoot this. So for the record, for those that don't know us, we didn't just meet, but we met on the internet.
Wow, this is so lackluster now that we've met in real life.
This is a modern day love story, but it's not like it's happened already, so we're over it.
We've completely moved on.
They didn't know we met. They're like, okay,
wow,
yeah, we know.
okay.
We saw it on Instagram.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so-
if you haven't seen on Instagram, long story short, just like long story, super short, right? Me and Brittany,
Yes.
we have the same agents. Our agents thought we'd love each other. I hate that. I instantly hated her. She's way nicer than I am. She followed me on Instagram. She started looking at my shit. Eventually, I started looking at her shit, but she had a Golden Girls picture. Who was that? Blanche? Who was that? Dorothy?
Blanche.
She has a Golden
good.
Girl as her profile picture, so I wasn't looking at any of her content. And then finally,
like,
I
"Is she
looked at her
black?"
content, and she was cool. And yeah,
Well, I think also we were in the same
article for something.
press. Yeah, we were in the same press, whatever.
Some diversity
And I was like,
inclusion, yeah.
they're like, hey, the two black girls, let's go.
Yeah.
One LA, one New York. We got it
let's
covered,
do it.
guys.
Yeah.
So then we met on the internet, and then kind of it was kind of like a blind date / meet on the internet.
On the
We didn't
internet
just
for sure. We became pen pals.
We met on the internet for sure. But I'm just saying, we got a rec. I had a referral. You had a referral.
Pre-approved is what I call that.
Pre-approved. We had pre-approved TSA. We had clear.
Yeah.
And then we met each
Mine just
other.
renewed today.
Yeah. Oof, no, that bill, I had to stop her. I was like,
If you're
I don't
a
fly that
Delta
much.
Sky Miles member, it's only $100 a year.
Oh, yeah, I hate Delta.
They hate you too.
Oddly.
Anyway,
I don't, they do. No, that's why I hate them. They hate me. I've had never had a good flight on Delta. But anyway, we're like, we need a podcast. Like, who doesn't say that? But we really need a podcast because she's too modest to say this, but she's a celebrity groomer, makeup artist, amazing,
not too modest
extraordinaire
to say that.
content creator. What?
I'm not too modest to say it.
Nigga, yes, you
It's
are.
just not necessary. Are you just walking around like I'm a celebrity makeup artist? You're not.
No,
You're not.
but you also be like, nah. You be like, nah. I do makeup sometimes.
I do makeup sometimes. That is accurate.
Well, it's not a lie, but come on. It's you're omitting the important parts
Anyway,
of the story. You're
Brittany.
missing the main idea.
Anyway, Brittany.
Anyway, so she's a celebrity makeup artist, boom, boom, boom. And that's why what we have to say is so important because there's really not enough mouthpieces for people like us because everybody's fucking.
That's what every celebrity says with a skincare line. So,
period. That part.
We're here. We got a podcast. We're just going to be talking about all the things, like beauty things,
Right.
industry things, random things. Brittany's also what did you say? She's a bad bitch first and a mother directly after.
Second,
Okay.
and she's a wife, for now, forever, for always. Okay.
And I'm just out here doing my thing.
As you should, as you fucking should. Also, for the record, Amber is from Chicago, but currently lives in LA. Mm-hmm. And I'm born and raised in New York.
I did live in Harlem for almost 9 years.
She did.
Cheers.
So that's why cheers. Oh my God. This is the real one now.
Doing it
that
again.
drink looks cute. What's in there?
This is the, wow, what is the name? Pineapple Sage Perfect.
Ooh.
Brought to you by Patron.
Wow, that looks delicious. No bullshit. You got garnishes. I'm just drinking reposado and fucking and seltzer.
I mean, keep it low, Kyle.
She went to the gym today.
I'm like, keep it low, Kyle. I'm just living life right now. I'm gonna go back to the gym and stuff soon. Real soon.
Yeah, I missed too long. I was like, it's all right. But any Hooters. Yeah, so for those of us that don't know us, now that you do. And we're going to give you all the things. We're going to give you beauty. We're going to give you industry.
Yes. This is the A+B conversation.
Literally.
So see
and we're
your
not
way
going to give you
in.
Wendy Williams. See your way in, guys. So another thing, let's segue, just jump right into it. Another thing about Amber that's really fucking amazing that I wish I had this natural innate talent for is content creating. Like, yo, when I tell y'all, she might as well be like a fucking like actual editor, like actual
When I was
photographer.
little, I used to want to be Hype Williams.
You are Hype Williams. Do you realize that? Yo, she'll
Isn't
send
that
me like
crazy?
rough edits. Yeah, no,
I used to wanna
literally,
be
like you.
Williams and Little X. I went through a phase.
Yes.
I used to want to be the Hype Williams and Little X. Hype Williams the most. And that was around the same time I also wanted to be the Timbaland and Dr. Dre.
Okay, that's
I wanted to
fair.
be like a music producer or a video director.
Well,
Really tells
they've
the
all.
times. Really tells my age.
Well, it does tell us the times, tells our age. Your age.
Bad
No,
bitches
just-
in their 30s. Period.
Okay, period. The 30s are when you have money, guys. So this is a
Yeah,
good
that's
time.
when
to be
you're
alive.
actually a bad bitch. I hate to break it to you.
Literally, like you thought you
You're
were
just
cute
like
in your
a
20s,
baby.
and then
You're
you
like
look
a
back.
baby bad bitch in your 20s.
You're a baby,
Unless-
bad bitchita.
They might not want to hear this, but unless maybe you're a like a child actor or an influencer. There are some bad bitch influencers in their 20s.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there are.
Shout out to y'all because we ain't there. We was not there.
And it's not there.
Shout
It's
out to
taking
y'all.
the makeup artist a little bit longer to get there. But we're there.
I learned that lesson the
We're
hard
there.
way. Amra used to be like, just
Amra,
go
your
outside
good friend,
and take some
Amra.
pictures. Yeah, my good friend. Shout out to
Amreezy.
Amra. I'm Reezy. She used to be like, yeah, like go to. I remember one time I went to go. When she was living in LA at the time, she was like, come to my hotel. And we used to hang out, and then she'd be like, all right, let's go downstairs and take some pictures of you. And I used to be like, yo, like move back, bro, like. And I just like when she moved and she went back to LA, I was just like, okay, I give this up. Like I just so I say all that to say that Amber's consistent in the best possible ways, and she's forced me to be consistent in the best possible ways. She's making me a better person, guys. I just want you guys all to know. But yeah, so she's like working her way into this like really incredible influencer space that like does not come natural to me. But I think that there's like an interesting, speaking of Amr, I guess, and then speaking of you, is like there is an interesting like fine line of like influencer makeup artist, but then influencer makeup artist. Like there's all these levels, right? And then there's all these pros and cons to being one or the other, or not. I guess there's no con to choosing one or the other, in my
I don't
opinion.
think so either. I think it's just like preference. Like I don't think
Totally.
all makeup. We're in like a weird place right now. When I first started doing makeup, it was also another weird place in the industry where all makeup artists were being forced to be combos. Like you had to do hair and makeup. Like in makeup school, I went to makeup school. In makeup school, they would be like, if you can't do hair and makeup, you're not working. So you need to learn how to do like I literally had to take a hairstyling class.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I can do a little hair. When I walk on set, most people think I'm the hairstylist. Probably because my hair be like, I change my hair off.
No, well, your hair do be on. Oh, no. My first agent ever, I left her. She was a bitch anyway. She fucking hated me. She told somebody, oh, Brittany couldn't even do makeup in Macy's.
Joke's on her.
And the owner of the agency was like, oh, really? Because Estee Lauder really likes her in their makeup brand. And I was like, okay. But I say that to say, this bitch used to be like, you need to do both. And I'm like, bitch, I don't do both. I didn't go to cosmetology school. Like, I not licensed. Like, that's a super liability, like, on your part.
Isn't that crazy? I thought that was so crazy.
Yes.
And when I like went more into the grooming space, I had to get really, really like stern with people and like with my agents when it came to bookings. Like, no, I don't do any type of hair. He needs to hire a barber. He needs to hire a hair cutter. I'm sorry if you don't have the budget for both.
Which is odd, by the way, that they don't. Because like women get a hair and makeup artist. Like I never understood why they just lump barber. Like they lump it all together.
Because most barbers can't do makeup either. Like, and they don't want to. But you should not be forced to.
Yes. You should. You literally shouldn't be forced to. You go to barber school and then you go to cosmetology school and you go to cosmetology school and you learn nails too. Like, I don't want to do that shit either. Like, I wish, yo, y'all are maxing right now. Like
you want us to do everything. Like, I don't want to do everything. Yeah, I think that's weird. And I think we're back in another weird place, right? Where makeup artists are now being forced to be content creators. Not even makeup artists, like hairstylists, stylists, like everybody's being forced to be an influencer. And I understand that not all bitches are like me. Y'all, we this is not like a podcast, just disclaimer. This is not like your typical beauty situation where we're going to talk in like our beauty, like YouTube voices. We curse a lot.
Hi guys.
Yeah, we curse
Welcome
a lot.
back.
All that shit. Just a heads up.
Yeah. Also a heads up, I'm black in case anybody is concerned about the use of the N-word.
No, she's gonna use it.
I really do.
She's gonna use it less though.
No, I'm gonna use it less. We'll edit it out. I'm just letting y'all know. Like,
yeah, if she slips up for sure. I mean,
I definitely
I'm not
already
even
slipped
gonna
up.
say y'all that I'm black. Fuck out of here. But
Obviously, but I'm just saying.
But I feel like we're like in a really weird place, right? Where artists are being forced to be content creators. And I don't think content creators are being forced to be artists necessarily, right? If they
yes, they are.
You think so?
But but yes.
I don't think they're being forced to. I feel like they're like choosing, like if you choose to, right? Like of course I know I've seen a few makeup influencers and things like that that'll then get booked on a job, but that's because they like also like want to be a makeup artist too, or a makeup influencer that's now getting booked on photography. Like Alyssa Ashley, she's gotten booked on like a few, not even a few, like she does photography too, right?
Yeah.
Well, now she does fitness too outside of beauty, but when she switched from photography from makeup to photography, it wasn't like she was being forced to. It was like she had another passion, and so people saw that, and she was able
different.
to like,
That's her.
Yeah, capitalize.
You know, she chose that.
Yeah,
but like I know like mad productions that have like full blown reached out to influencers at the time though. We're talking about that time when it was like a transitional, like the content creating started. Like we started to see that beauty influencers were getting paid. And I remember like one of my friends, she was so mad because this production had hired this beauty influencer and they did a terrible job because they are doing the job that they know how to do. Like they're in their home. Like you don't have to like deal with the crew. It's not the same. It's like masturbating in front of a bunch of people. Like I want to do this selfie by myself, guys.
Oh my God.
I need to be in an enclosed environment. I hate when niggas watch me take a selfie like, yo, get back, bitch. I'm out here doing my thing. Anyway, so she said that she got booked on this job. And because the last time it was a fail, because they booked this influencer clearly for the wrong reasons, because they were cheaper, but they were only cheaper because
they're not an artist.
They were just like, of course I'll get paid $3,000 or whatever it was.
Influencer and an artist, the budget is bigger because you're an expert.
No, the budget's insane. That's different. Yeah. No, for sure. And she was like how they did such a bad job that they had to do a reshoot and then they were going to pay her, but she was basically she wasn't going to get no credit. Like she was just going to do the makeup and then the influencer was going to get nigga. Could you imagine? I wish somebody would say I didn't do no fucking makeup. This bitch didn't.
You ain't never ghost rode no whips before?
No, absolutely not. Never.
As an assistant?
Yeah, but it wasn't a big enough job that I was like, oh, I'm lying. I definitely ghost ride
an assistant. You never.
I did ghost ride one whip. You're right. But here's the thing. It's different to get paid for a job. Like it's different you know what I mean? It's different for a producer to have you on the job as the makeup artist. And then it's like, you know what it is? You ever been on an editorial when they like say the talent styled themselves and they didn't? Like somebody fucking pulled all the clothes.
You mean how rappers be in their music videos with a whole stylist in a room talking about no stylist?
Yo, I remember I was on a job.
I always wondered. No, sorry.
No, tell me. No.
If there was a stylist, I'm sure it was, but how did the stylist feel? I think there was a video for French Montana's No Stylist. Like,
no.
I think there was a video for that. And it was
I'm sure it was a video, actually. No. I'm sure it's a video.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Who styled it?
No, niggas styled it. Like, no, there's always a stylist. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like, you did not pull that shit out your closet.
There's always a stylist.
And you know what makes me sad specifically about stylists is that like they really be doing a lot of work. Like they got to go shopping or go to the showrooms, pull all the clothes, have them delivered or whatever the case is. Then that's one day or multiple days.
That's
then the second day. That's a prep day. Then the second day is dressing the client. Then the third day is returning everything. I'm like, nigga, that's 3 days of work.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
got
why
me
they get
fucked
paid
up.
way more than us.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they deserve it.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of duffel bags.
It's a lot of duffel
Man.
bags. Big duffel bag, boy. That's all of them. But I just,
Shout out to all my
I feel
stylist
like,
friends who used to have to carry those duffel bags on the train in New York.
oof, on the train.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to take my makeup kit in the train.
I've helped a few people get some fucking duffel bags upstairs of trains, but
No.
yeah, it's a hard knock life.
Yeah, that's bad. Like I said, I literally don't like taking my makeup. Like I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I feel like then there's then there's the people, like here's the thing, as people like us who maybe it's a success thing, like people like us that are already making money and like have our clients and have our lives set up or whatever. Like, first of all, I'm not a hater ever. That's number one. That's first and foremost, and neither are you. But then like I've definitely seen makeup artists like hate on beauty influencers. Like I remember like
sure.
people used to like say shit to me about Armor, like not realizing how close I was with her. For example, me and her used to talk about it all the time, and I'm like, my nigga, she got the bag though, bro. My girl's living good. I'm just going.
You can't be mad at her because it's taken 12 clients to make what she made in one post.
Okay, exactly. And I'm like, but here's the thing too, though, is like she like made a decision though. Like there was a point where she thought she wanted to be a makeup artist, and then she was like, no, I don't want to be a makeup artist. I just actually like doing my own makeup and being cute. And I was like, that's fucking smart. Like whereas me, I'm like, oh no, it's a fan. I love you. I want you to be happy. Oh my god. And like for me, everybody's face is a fantasy. I'm like, oh bitch, you got a crease. Oh, you got full ass lips, bitch. Let me just like. So I mean, I'm getting out of that point because I guess after 7 million faces, right? We all get out of that point. But like, I feel like people that hate on the the makeup artists rather, that hate on the beauty influencers, like there's an 8th ring in hell for you. Cause there's like, for what?
Yeah, I don't get the purpose or the reason. Like there's room for both. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Of course.
and if you don't fuck with it, just don't fuck with it.
Exactly.
And if you do,
also,
you do.
They do a way better job. Like they'll like do the swatches. Like I don't have to even go to Sephora
way
or
more fucking work. I also think that they get a bad rep that all they are doing is taking selfies and shit like that. Where in like actual like reality, especially until you get a certain point where you're like making real money and you can pay for an editor, like they're creating that content and also editing that content. Like I know how long it takes me to edit a video for 15 to 30 seconds on Instagram because I don't really edit things longer than a minute just because it's for social media and I know how short that attention span is. But in 2020, you know, when we were all chilling, I saw a lot of makeup artists freaking out.
Of course.
And a lot of influencers as well, content creators. But it was more so they were more so freaking out because they were like, it's real shit happening outside and I don't want to seem like shallow and vapid.
Right.
Like making like beauty content and like whatever.
Totally.
Whereas we were freaking, well, I wasn't, thankfully. No shit. But a lot of people.
My girl was getting the bag.
I did. A-okay.
She did.
But
where the money bag emoji at?
Drop that right there. But thankfully, I still, thank you. Shouts out to the universe and Jose. It was a lot of other artists that were like fucking stressed, like down and out. And I hate that for them. Because,
of course. No, for sure.
Well, because also like there's a lot of makeup artists and creatives. A lot of us are like quirky as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us have personality. Yeah. A lot of us don't. Don't get me wrong.
Fair.
I don't agree with the artists who are trying to force themselves to be content creators because they see that there's money there. Because that is awkward content. And
like I said, vice versa. Don't take on a production job doing makeup that you correct.
Yeah. Long story short, everybody should stay in their lane.
100%.
Whichever lane it is, whether it's artist, whether it's content creator, whether it's expert, which is the combination of two, like stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? But like there is no need to hate on one or the other. Like you don't have to. Of course. You don't have to be mad at the other one. Like if you mad that sisters get in the bag, just Go get the bag.
Exactly. Like that's technically all you're mad at,
there's
because
so much money out here. That has to be all you're mad at. Because if you're mad at an influencer for making more, or you know what I'm saying, for greater opportunities or whatever, and you are awkward, or it gives you painstakingly anxiety to be in front of a camera, then like don't force yourself to do that.
yeah, it's not for you then. That's how. But that's exactly.
Don't
or
do
like,
that.
yeah, don't do it. Why would you do that, girl? Or boy? Like, why would you do that? Like,
Everybody, girl.
I feel you.
Boy.
I
Everybody, girl.
they, all the things. Everybody,
Everybody, girl.
like literally. Why would you? Huh?
I call everybody girl, boy. They,
Me too.
They all.
Yeah, no, I
everybody be
definitely.
girl. I try to stop.
Same. I can't help it. It's definitely everybody. Definitely Rob got a girl here. And there.
I'm sure.
I'll be like, bitch. And Rob be like, nigga, who you talking to? The cable guy?
Oh yeah, I've done that a few times to a few men. Like, bit, my bad. My fault. I ain't mean it like that. Damn.
Right. I'm like, you in it. So I'm out here.
I'm telling you the
story.
tea. You can't expect me not to say bitch.
Exactly. No, I definitely feel you. I feel like another thing too is like the pressure in, like, let's say you're a makeup artist and like you want a brand deal, for example, right? But you know that brand deals can be aligned with having a social media presence, whatever.
For sure.
Like I feel like that's when, like, there's always that fine line too, because it's like I met bad people that were like global like artists. And maybe it's the institution, right? Like maybe it's not us. Like I've met so many like global artistry educators like in different brands, and they ain't have no followers or whatever, but they were super talented, obviously, and like did the job well.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's those positions don't really exist as much as they used to, because we don't, like, the retail thing is kind of like becoming obsolete in beauty and da 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 da. And like I remember even like one time I definitely asked one of the agents like, so what's the tea? Like I need like that's all I'm missing.
So bad. I mean,
Yeah,
I still
that's
do brands. We
all I'm
still want all
missing.
the deals. We're here for all the deals.
Yeah, guys.
Me
Hi.
out. Pimp me
And you know,
out.
pimp me out, but not because. And that's the thing. Like I, even in a skincare capacity, I feel like
Brittany's
that would be
an
much
esthetician.
easier.
I don't know if she mentioned that. She's
Oh yeah, she's an esthetician.
licensed. She's a licensed esthetician.
Yes, New York State only though. It's like lawyers. No, I'm just joking. It's fine. Everything's fine. If you get my advice on the internet, I guess that's the World Wide Web. I guess it doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. I give advice on the internet, and I'm not licensed. I got a certificate.
You do have a degree though, sis. You got a degree.
Yeah, but
as far as I'm concerned, I think there's another thing you said this. I'm piggyback off of that. I just thought about it. You were like, if you're a content creator and a makeup artist with a good following, like the bag is triple.
Right. Well, yeah.
Like it's like not triple, but it's more.
Yeah, it's like double.
Like that.
Which I never got. Wait, I'm sorry, because that just really stirred me up. That's what I never got about the makeup combo, the makeup hair combo, because the rate was never double. It was always a little bit more. Like it was always like. You know what was double though?
The time. Bitch, you want me to be here for 3 hours doing somebody's
hair and makeup from scratch.
So you got more studio time money, but you ain't got no more money to have an extra person.
I played in too many people's head when I first started.
No.
Oh my God, I played in so many white women's heads.
And I
would never do a black person's head just because I know.
No.
Come on, you can't play in our hair, baby. You cannot do
that. Thank God. Thank God. Obviously I'm black and I have my mother and my son and my kids and Rob and everybody, and I braid hair. And I was like, thank God I showed up recently on set. Niggas tried to play me. I showed up on set, bitch. And they did it with a boy and big model. And they were like, oh, okay. So like, his hair or something. And I was like, and me and him looked at each other and I was like, I don't do hair. Like, I mean, I'm not going to have, see, the thing is that I have an obligation to, as a black person, to not have you looking crazy on set. But on the other hand, for the record, I'm not getting paid to do nobody's hair. Like I don't do hair. I'm very clear about it. Same like you. Like the first thing when somebody asked me if I could do a boy, I'd be like, I'm not touching a hair. At most, I'll fill in a beard. I'll clip a nose hair, but I'm not touching any hair on the head. I'm not
nose hair.
Bitch, I got asked a clip of nose hair the other day. I was like, I feel you, my nigga. You paying me the bag. Let's do it.
I will hand you some scissors or a tweezer. Which one would you like? And a little mirror. You got that. You got that. It blows my mind how people
It was
come
like,
to
yo, did
set.
you see-
Like, you had a photo shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a photo shoot and you looked at yourself in the mirror, you know? If I know I'm going to an event and it's going to be like mad, like interactive and like photo, I'm like, let me make sure everything's perfect.
Yeah, let me make sure I look cute.
You know, I'm not perfect, but you know, like I like to be
course.
imperfectly perfect, but you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure
I'm gonna do what I can.
I'm not going to pull up and be like, oh my God, does somebody have eyeshadow?
Yeah. Oh my God, can someone shave my legs?
Could you get this
no.
message? Because I've been on sets with women back when I did more women, or like back in the model days, or no, even retail, like, and there'd be like women, and we all got a little mustache, and it'd be like a little bit more than a mustache, and they'd be like, oh, could you tweeze? And I'm like, you knew you were coming here to get makeup done.
100%.
Why would you even want me to do that?
Right. And I'm learning after I decided to get that aesthetics license, I was like, you should not be pulling any hairs out of anybody's head without a license, technically. So any form of epilation, I should not be doing tweezing, waxing, epilation, baby. Any of that, bitch, you ain't licensed. So some shit go left.
Epilation. Did I say it right? Epilation.
Yes.
Epilation.
Oh,
I got a slight list, but I can't pronounce all the things. Epilation.
Oh, but it's so cute. I love it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, they got it. I was like, wait, I've been tweezing niggas' eyebrows when I shouldn't have been all these years.
I'd be so nervous anytime someone's like, oh, you can tweeze that. I'm like, here you go. They're like, no, you can do it. I'm like, are you sure? And then I'd be like, ooh, I'll tweeze the shit out of something on me, but like, I'll get up in there. I love a little ingrown hair. I'll get all up in that thing, but like on you, no zip. Like, oh my God, I've had clients be like, oh, I got a zip right here. Can you pop that? No, what do I look like to you?
No, I'm definitely, you got me fucked up.
No, I'm not doing that. And could you please not do that? Because now you're bleeding. Oh, great. Now you're bleeding. now I gotta cover up an open womb.
Right. Why? Why would we do that?
Why would you do that? Now I gotta cover
God.
up a fucking open wound.
I hate when people ask me to tweet. We know, yeah. No. Well, they don't know. They be slow. People be slow. Love y'all, but
she said I got an education.
She's educated. You heard? No, I mean I feel you though, because you know what it is when someone all of a sudden someone asks me to tweeze a hair, bitch, I start getting Parkinson's, nigga. I be like, I remember Jesse asked me one time. It was like when I first started working on it too. He's like, oh, Britt, I got like 2 random hairs. I'm like, yeah, really? It's like, all right. Mind you, trying to have a conversation with somebody. Nigga said still. So I'm literally like, all of a sudden, I'm like shaking to get this shit off.
No.
I hate when people do that.
Hey, and they'll be like, oh, just yank it. It's fine. And then you yank it and they be like, ooh. And I'm like, yeah. You told me to just go for it.
You're right.
You told me to just go for it. In the beginning, the first few years of me doing makeup, honestly, the tweezers in my kit were dull because I was just... So if somebody asked me to tweeze something, it was already tricky because I was like, fuck, I wasn't even prepared. I wasn't even trying to do that.
You got the scissors out. Like, we just gonna trim this down, yo. Don't worry about it.
Just smooth it away.
I know I got this dermaplane scalpel in here somewhere.
No.
Yeah, no. But whatever. Anyway, these are things you have to do if you're not an influencer. And when you're an influencer, guess who you tweezing, bitch, yourself.
That is true.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to you.
But I feel like there's that pressure of like knowing that makeup artists that also double as content creators are getting the bag. I think that's why people are... No, same. But also for you, it's natural for you. Like
it is natural for me.
Yeah. It's natural. It's natural. Like,
it's not like a forced thing. It's not like it's just like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah. You did that shit in your sleep. You did it drunk. I need a full 45 minutes.
Did you say I did it drunk? What did I make drunk?
One time you edited something, not for me, but you edited, well, for us, we did something together. Like I did that purple eye.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
you were
yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, girl, I just came from an event. I was just a little drunk. Like, I just whipped this up real quick. I'm like, you just whipped this up real quick? Like, what? What are you, Patti LaBelle making pies? How you just doing this with no...
With no way. I got all the apps.
With no, I know, but I'm just saying it was just quick. Like it was just like mindless. Like you're just like, yeah, is this good? I'm like, of course this is good. This is great. All I know how to do is speed shit up, bitch. I don't know how
You're getting better. You're getting better. You're giving the people level. You're giving people level. That first skincare tutorial was definitely very sped up. It was very fast. But you're getting better. You're getting better. Also,
I'm getting better.
I mean, also, if you are like a Brittany, if you are like a Brittany who is like me, right? But thanks to, I think, whatever, we as makeup artists also drank the Kool-Aid about influencers and content creators. And so we feel like, some of us could feel like, I ain't speaking for everybody, some of us could feel like we take some validity away from it, and like all that, what's to go into it, and how like important content creating and all that is, right? And there are some of us that, even though it could be just as natural to you as it seems to be for me, it's also just like breaking that, like that stigma, I feel like, that was kind of created. Because the influencers there's like bloggers, I feel like, right? And bloggers got cheesy as fuck in the end.
Totally. They all wear the booties.
Right. We like, I think they all wear the what?
They all got the fringe jacket. They all got on capris, like pedal pushers. I mean, it's just like, wow, guys.
Yeah.
Like, the same Chanel bag.
I think that's what, and because like in the beginning of the YouTube makeup days, like they weren't all doing the same thing, but it was kind of like the same formula.
For sure.
And which may or may not have been topics or like techniques that we thought were dated, maybe not the best, not very hygienic, like things like that, like things that we were taught as makeup artists not to do. They were on their YouTube stations telling tons of people to do that. So,
well, that's what it was. That's what's actually a great point. Like, I feel like there was a crossover where, like, you're right. We validated these people because they had this like access to these bigger audiences. So they could say whatever and people would be like, well, this is what it is. It's like massive misinformation. And you're like, nah, bro, actually you should not do that.
Yeah. And also do that, as a makeup artist in the streets during those early YouTube days, bro, it was too annoying to sit down and have a client be like, oh my gosh, are you gonna woo woo woo, like insert YouTuber here, or pulling up a screenshot of some makeup of some newly IG influencers. Like, oh my God, I'll never actually, no,
you got to tell them. You can't do that.
No.
The people want to know.
No.
Come on.
No, one of my favorite words is no. You know that. So
I know.
Anyways,
she's bilingual, y'all. No, in Spanish.
No, none. No. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I just feel like if you were an artist at that time, like it was very tricky and triggering and things like that, especially because I think as artists, a little bit of our ego, automatically, if someone is like, oh, could you do this thing like somebody else is not you, you already kind of like, what? Yeah. Unless it's, Pat McGrath, unless it's someone that you highly regard. But typically, especially if it's someone like linear, you're like, what? So I think that's maybe what like kind of made the beef like East Coast, West Coast, you know?
Yes, very.
I think we've kind of come together. We're coming together.
Well, what I will say to add to that is, because you're absolutely right. Look, I feel like the Grinch. You're absolutely right. Because I think that judginess, where's Max? Max, come here, boy.
Okay.
That judginess like kind of stayed, right? So then like, it doesn't matter what stage all the beauty influencers elevated to, we like, we, when I say we, it's the proverbial we, not you and I, but like we as makeup artists continue to like hate on them. I'm like, content creator, you. Like clearly I'm a people pleaser. So obviously the content creator in me, although I want to do it, I think I'm just afraid of like feeling vain. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it's not a vanity thing because like we do this, you know what I'm saying? And we're good at it. And like, why
And
not
you're literally an
showcase?
expert. You're an esthetician.
I know, but I feel like
So why wouldn't you want to
it's
cut
just
out the
hard.
fluff of like all the misinformation and foolishness out here?
No, I know. It's like, it's back to my selfie thing. Like I need to be alone in private and all the things when I do it. And then on top of the fact, then it's like going into the World Wide Web. So it's like, what does it matter? Like, bitch, like, I don't know. I be in my head about it.
I mean,
I'll be in
like
my head for sure.
I pretend like,
But I also
I'm
get it.
black,
Go ahead. Sorry. No.
I pretend like people don't exist. I pretend like there's no one there. I do.
I need that.
Like if
that's a gene. Like that's in your body.
Like, oh yeah, yes, it is. I used to get in trouble for being nonchalant when I was little. My mom would be like, "You're so nonchalant." Like
that's Rob.
Yeah, I would literally get in trouble for being nonchalant because like I would do something fucked up and then like still not care that I was getting in trouble for whatever.
But that's such a that's so. I wish in my wildest dreams could I be like that. Like I wish. Like I feel like I hate that I'm not like that because even I'm only nonchalant when I genuinely don't care. Like who cares? But like the other percent of that is like, oh my God, like if I can't make someone react the way that I imagine that they should react, like I start spiraling and internalizing it. Oof, it's so bad. Like I literally spiral.
That is some Virgo shit. That's your Virgo rising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always like, wait.
Double Sag over here with a little spice of Pisces. Don't care.
Okay.
Don't care.
So bad.
Just floating in the wind, doing my thing, minding my business.
You know I have a Pisces moon though? I am mad sensitive though.
I'm Pisces rising.
No, I know. I'm just saying like we got something.
We got something in common.
But yeah, I mean, any Hooters. I've never, like I said, I think it's also because like I'm sure you too. I have friends in both spaces, so I don't feel any way about what they're doing because I think what they're doing is different and important. And and I feel like you and I had this conversation about something else about models and like it's like there's obviously more to modeling, and I feel like
go back. That's episode 2, baby.
I'm so sorry.
It's episode 2 or 3. We have a conversation.
No. What I was gonna say. Let me rephrase like Jeopardy. Yeah. So what I meant to say was, there's more to being a beauty influencer and or an influencer in general than it seems. Just like there could be more to modeling or more to this or more to that or whatever. So like. Even with Amra, she'd be like, "Oh, I was at work all day," and I would never be like, "Bitch, what you doing?" I'd be like, "I know what you're doing. Like you taking all this time to do your makeup, do your hair, get dressed. You gotta find a place. Your man gotta do the pictures. Then you gotta edit all the pictures. You gotta edit all the videos. Like that's like a full day fashion shoot.
It's a lot.
It really is though. Like I know it sounds like vain, but it's
and especially if you're trying to do that shit every day. I don't post every day.
Of course, but here's the tea. Exactly, because we're as good as your last sale when it comes to influencing. Like once you put one good picture up, but you got to follow up with another one. But you know what the thing is that used to make me mad about makeup artists that would judge that is like, bitch, none of us work in construction. Don't be judging the fact that they're getting dressed up and putting on makeup and taking good pictures. Like there's also an art to posing. Like, bitch, I'm sorry. I'm so weird when someone takes a picture of me, but when I take it myself, I'm baddie.
You are. The moment a camera pops out, Brittany's like, the second the camera pops out.
I'm fucking baby spice.
You're 12. You're 12 at a festival for sure. But yes, alone like, you serving it up. Alone you is like, what the fuck?
Period. Alone me is looking at take a picture of me and like she's like, I don't know that bitch. I don't know her. Jennifer Lopez who? I don't know her.
Who the fuck is this?
No, but like no, literally big goof. But like I used to get mad because like, and I remember I used to like that would be my argument because it's like you think that that's not work, but like no shade, like we're going on set and doing the makeup that someone's gonna get in pretty clothes in and take a picture. And it's the same thing. It's just on a subject versus being the subject.
Yeah, and And I mean, I don't know about you, but after a long day of doing someone's makeup and being on set, I'm fucking tired. I'm pooped. And in the
Same.
beginning, I used to feel really bad about that because, again, like you said, like we're not rocket scientists. We're not doing like construction or doctoring or no shit like that. But
Yeah.
taking in all those energies and like essentially being at someone's beck and call, like I feel like as a makeup artist or a groomer, you're in someone's face. So they're
Yep.
really comfortable with you. So oftentimes talent might be like, hey, Brittany, can you? Hey, Amber, can you? Even though it has nothing to do with you, they're just more comfortable with
Totally.
you if they don't have like numerous people on set that they're comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
yeah, no, I don't
And
think
like anytime you,
go.
not to cut you off, just basically what you said, like anytime you touch someone, I feel like you absorb that energy.
Yes, for
Like
sure.
how you were saying. Sorry, go ahead.
No, for sure. I've definitely I try not to let I've stopped that. But in the beginning, yes, I would. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I could come on set like happy as a clam and then knowing someone would have trash, like someone would come in, talent would come in with trash energy, and all of a sudden now I'm like on set, like rolling my eyes. Now, unfortunately for you, if you come in with trash energy, I'm probably like, ooh, hate to be you.
Yeah.
So anyway, you good? You all right now?
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, let me know when you're
I'm
good.
to an extent with that. Like obviously I'm a people pleaser, right? So if I can feel that what I can do can help, I'll do it. But if I feel like somebody's just not gonna like me no matter what I do, then I just back off. You know what I mean?
Well,
like you
there's
know
no
when
vibes to begin with, then there's
Yeah.
no vibes. I'm tapped out. I'm just there for a check. Let me know when I can pack my shit up. And I hope to never see you again. And I mean that deeply.
Nah, I feel that.
Yeah. If there are no vibes, like if you're one of my regular clients, then of
Yes.
course, like I do care about my normal clients.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? And if they come in, depending on who it is, like some of them I know, like some of my clients I know that when they feel bad, they want you to kind of be like, what's wrong? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really that person. So like hopefully somebody else on the team will catch the vibes and will do this is naturally not me.
To go there.
This is naturally not me. Like I would, you know
It's
what
like,
I'm
is
saying?
there a runner?
Yeah, I'm like, the hairstylist
We need a
gonna do
therapist
this,
over
or
here.
like, who's gonna do this? I gotta do it. Like, what's wrong? You good? You know what I'm saying? If I have to, I will. But then also I know that I have clients where if they come in and they got an attitude, they don't want you to leave me alone, or
Yeah.
you're gonna get it. And I'm like, well, no.
Yeah. No, not us.
Well, no. No. So, you know, yeah, you just got to gauge it. But yes, all that to say, like everybody's job is equally as taxing. You know what I'm saying? Like we
For
can't
sure.
judge one or the other. It's so funny. Like when I first moved to LA, going to beauty events, and so
That's true. You go to a lot.
I do.
Like in a good way. I mean, but like it's
Yeah.
interesting because you're also like, bitch.
Well, in LA,
Y'all gonna get
they do like beauty events. Some brands will do one event.
Okay.
Everybody's pulling up. We got one budget. You girls can relax. Some brands do two events. One will be like a launch party type vibes, which is more so for the influencers. And then the next event will be more so like actually like showing the products in like a intimate space, and that is for the artist, right? So in the event that on the occasions that I've been to events where it's like a party or something like that, and it's both, it's like influencers and makeup artists. Like when I first got to LA, it would dead ass be like East Coast, West Coast beef. Like it would be like Bad Boy on one side and Death Row on the other, girl. Like the girls would
Who should night though? Who should night?
like
That's what you gotta find.
like it would dead ass be like all the makeup girls are like over here and all the influencer girls are over here. And I mean, especially when I first got here, I didn't know any of the influencer girls because we're in LA. So the influencer girls are like the influencer girls. No shade. Like
100.
million follower girls. You know what I'm saying? It's those
Yes.
girls. So
Totally.
they will be looking at the makeup artist like, Who says? Anyway, let me get my
Right.
content, bitch. Y'all
They're
need
like,
to
who
care
does
who
the
y'all are.
bitch?
And then the makeup artist will be looking at the influencers like, look, like all they're doing is over there taking pictures, like, ew, like, oh my God, look at all that makeup she has
Yes.
on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be like
Right.
beef.
Right.
Now I feel like it gives more, now that the things are intertwining, because I feel like
For sure.
brands leaning into the expert
Yeah.
and merging the artist and the influencer into one, and also just like the expert and the influencer, they're cool, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
For
the
sure.
makeup artist is cool with both if they choose to be, but now that the influencer and the artist and the experts like are around each other more, the events are giving, like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like,
Totally. It's
and
not
now it's
segregated.
neutral. Now it's not segregation.
not different
Is
fountains.
ending. You know, we're giving
Yes, exactly.
we're giving
Yes.
integration down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
which is cool,
Yes.
which is cute.
Love that.
Yeah, it's good. And I also think the whole expert thing has made it okay. And maybe like a lot of veteran makeup artists are technically now content creators. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have
Yeah.
leaned into that space and as talent. And I think that has also given validity to makeup artists that like, oh, influencing is like, wait, maybe I ain't got jokes.
Right,
For them. Like, wait, this shit
Totally.
is valid.
Well, I think that the other slippery slope that like aligns with the judginess of like makeup artist to influencer, for example, like in the beginning when it was segregated, is that one is an expert, right? And in order to be an expert, you have to have experience. And I think that where the hate was coming from was that these bitches sometimes was 20, 23,
19,
young
what you mean?
girls, just 19,
16
literally.
in her mom's, in her bedroom. Like,
literally.
Yeah.
And then straight just cut into the finish line, get in the bag that, like you said,
by the time they were
These
19,
people-
niggas was buying houses.
facts. And they're like, wait, I was an assistant at 19. Like I was a third assistant. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that which still is hate. It's not to be validated by any means. Like anyone, if you're listening and you're a hater on beauty influencers and you're makeup artists, you're in the 8th ring of hell. Cause there's no reason to hate because it's just a different time, right? Like that's like the motherfuckers that made, laser discs being mad at Netflix. It's like, yo, we in a different time, bro. Like,
bro.
I was trying to think of a record. I was talking
DVD?
and then I don't know.
DVD?
Yo, when DVDs came out, them laser disc niggas was mad as shit, boy. Tower Records was mad backstock. But yeah, no, but I think there's something else about that. Like, I think, like you said, like once a lot of people got to a place of like realizing, it's almost like we had to pacify these makeup artists, right? Like, well, technically you're an influencer, right? Like you've influenced the look of the runway and now and as a result, you're influencing this person's inspiration, you know, like it's like, oh, they're there. Don't worry. You're still involved. But like in The Devil Wears Prada when she's like, you're wearing cerulean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, nigga, you being a hater because you mad that this girl's fucking 19 getting the bag. Really?
Yeah, I
and
mean,
doing a great job at makeup.
In my most hate-filled points for YouTubers, and my biggest disdain for them, it was because I was broke as fuck in New York, being an assistant, making $150 that I would have to chase for 3 months, $150 USD that I would have to chase for 90 whole fucking days. So yeah, absolutely, I was a hater. You know, and then I realized that hating gets you nowhere.
Right.
Also,
and
maybe if I had stopped being a hater years ago and realized that I was more of a content creator, influencer, I too could have a G-Wagon like Jackie I know.
Oh, bitch. Yeah, you probably, if you would have unleashed your powers, if you would have unlocked that character, you probably resisted it because you didn't want to be like that.
Absolutely did. I resisted it because I was like, I'm a makeup artist. These girls
like,
will
what are you
never
talking
be
about?
Pat McGrath. Meanwhile, Pat McGrath is an influencer.
Right. You're like, you're not a model if you're not
Meanwhile, Pat McGrath was the original influencer and we didn't even know what she looked
Straight
like,
up.
bro.
Didn't even know.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Guys, this is a chase.
Yep.
You know, this is the first episode. Again,
Yeah. PSA, don't be a hater.
Don't be a hater. We don't like those.
And if you are, just like recognize that there's like,
Seek help.
I think there's always growth, right?
Seek help. If you're a hater, seek help. That's deeper than us. That's deeper than any advice that we can give you on this podcast. Seek help, pray, meditate,
Eat, pray, love.
seek a higher power. You know what I'm saying? Like really like get down to the nitty gritty of it. There's nothing
Ask
we
and
can do.
Allah shall provide. No, there's nothing we can do. In 2022, you can't be a hater.
There's nothing we can do.
I think, Amber, I think you're allowed to be here. Because also when you were 15 years ago, because of course, however long when we all first started makeup, like it really was kind of whack. Like it's like it's like the 19-year-olds now buying houses and our grandparents buying houses at the same age. And we the ones stuck in the middle like, oh, so we gonna be 40 and we just not gonna own no property? Like, oh, okay. So
Tricky.
I get that.
Yeah, it was tricky, but
It's tricky.
anyway, I was wrapping it up.
Oh, you were. I'm sorry. I brought it back. Put a bow on it. My bad.
We're gonna put a bow on this. We're gonna put some pins in some things for later. But no, anyway, this was our first episode. Yeah, we hopefully that won't happen again.
Yes.
We won't have any more snafus. We will be virtual because as Brittany said, or as one of us said it, I'm in LA, she's in New York. But occasionally she likes to run away from her kids. So I will probably see her.
It's the link up.
Yeah. And those will be special occasions for you and for I. But for now, we will see y'all next week. Oh my God, wait, we'll see y'all every week. We here. We in the building.
Yes.
Check us on all your streaming situations. Follow us on Instagram at A+B Conversation. My Instagram is at Burr_Amos. Brittany's Instagram is at Britty Whitfield. Wait, there's an underscore in there. Is there something in there?
No.
At Britty Whitfield. No, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this is the A+B Conversation. So see your way out.